What's up, folks? Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about a couple of things. Gonna talk some Stardom. Gonna talk just a little bit of WWE. And gonna talk a little bit of New Japan Pro Wrestling as well. So, I wanted to be specific, I wanted to talk about the road to the 5-Star Grand Prix is getting ready to begin for Stardom. I know they also announced New Blood number 3, but I wanted to talk about the 5-Star Grand Prix. For New Japan Pro Wrestling, I want to talk about the upcoming finals for the Best of Super Juniors tournament. For WWE, gonna go over the card for the In Your House premium live event that'll be this Saturday on Peacock for NXT. And I guess I could talk about Hell in a Cell, even though I most likely won't be seeing it. But yeah, let's wrap for a little bit. So let's talk about the Best of Super Juniors. So the finals has been set. We are getting Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado in the finals of the Best of Super Juniors 29. Now, here's the thing. Not the finals that I was hoping for. Definitely not the finals I was hoping for. But, gotta look at some things. First off, as you can see, El Desperado is in here. And also, Hiromu Takahashi. For El Desperado still has never won a Best of Super Juniors tournament. So, he's also a 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion as well as a 4-time Junior Tag Team Champion. Now, here's the thing. Of course, if he wins, he makes history, winning the Best of Super Juniors tournament for the first time in his career. But Hiromu Takahashi has an opportunity to make history as well. If Hiromu Takahashi wins, then he'll have made history as being the first ever to win 4 Best of Super Juniors tournaments. And he will also become the first to win the Best of Super Juniors tournament 3 times in a row. Now, he has won the tournament 3 times, but he's never won it 3 times in a row. So if he wins tomorrow, he not only wins it for a 4th time, but he makes the hat trick, as in winning 3 straight Best of Super Juniors tournaments. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I feel would be the right call. I don't know what would be the right call. Because like I said, part of me understands the history-making moment, having Hiromu win. But I mean, Desperado has never won it before. So this would be good for him as well. But it's interesting. The only other competitor that's ever won it 3 times is Koji Kanemoto. He's the only other competitor to win the Best of Super Junior tournament 3 times. He didn't do it in a row, but he's won it 3 times. So him and Hiromu are the only competitors to have won this tournament 3 times. Now, I just have this feeling that Hiromu is gonna win and make history. I just feel I just have that feeling he's gonna win and make history. So that's my prediction, and maybe I'm wrong, but I just have this feeling that this is set up almost near perfectly for Hiromu to win. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, because he'll be making history twice: the hat trick and being the first to win 4 Best of Super Juniors. But we'll see what happens. But that is your finals, and that's to be decided tomorrow. I guess let's look at the Hell in a Cell card, because I want to save Stardom for last. 6 matches, which I'm guessing that's gonna be it. I don't know if they're gonna add any more matches, but honestly, this Hell in a Cell card looks very, very lackluster. It's gonna take place in Rosemont, Illinois, at the Allstate Arena. It's this Sunday. Like I said, I'm most likely gonna miss it, but I don't know. Just look at this card. We got a 6-man mixed tag match. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan versus the Judgment Day, made up of Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Edge. I'm hoping that'll be a good match. I think that'll at least be a good match. I will say that. I think that'll be a good match. Here's hoping. The United States Championship on the line. Theory defends against Mustafa Ali, which I think that has potential to be a good match. If they give them plenty of time and just let them wrestle. We have Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. Don't care. Really don't care. I'm not a fan of this whole Ezekiel storyline. So I could care less. 2-on-1 handicap match. Omos and MVP versus Bobby Lashley. Don't care. Definitely not a storyline I'm interested in. Triple threat for the Raw Women's Championship, as Bianca Belair will defend against Becky Lynch and Asuka. I mean, 3 great competitors. I mean, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be really good, but it could be hit or miss. And then what I assume will be the main event is the one Hell in a Cell match. Cody Rhodes against Seth freaking Rollins for the 3rd time, and once again, don't care. Even if it is a Hell in a Cell match, I really don't care. Like, this Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and only one Hell in a Cell match. Already that just is not a good look. Yeah. But I'm hoping, because on paper this card just is like but I'm hoping that the wrestling makes up for the quality of the card. Because like I said, I think the 6-person mixed tag team match could end up being good. The United States Championship match could be good. So, I mean, 6 matches on here? I mean, I'm pretty sure wrestling quality, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will be good, but, I've already seen it twice, so I'm really not that interested in it for a 3rd time. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this could end up being a sleeper, but I'm not really that intrigued by the card as a whole. I mean, only 2 title matches. 6 matches and only 2 title matches. Just doesn't scream a quality pay-per-view. It just doesn't. It doesn't. But I'm gonna leave it at that. 1 second. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, and then the NXT In Your House Premium event, which will be at the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, this Saturday. So this too has 6 matches. So we got a 6-man tag team match. So the battle of 2 stables. You got Tony D'Angelo, Stax, and Two Dimes taking on Legado del Fantasma, made up of Walking Wild, Cruz del Toro, and Santos Escobar. The losing team will join the winning team's side. Whew, it's hard to really pick. It's really hard to pick. But, I might stay neutral on this. I mean, I think either side could really win and could really make an interesting storyline, regardless of which side wins. But I'm a stay neutral. I'm a stay neutral on this one. But should be interesting. All right, we have the NXT Women's Championship on the line as Mandy Rose will defend against Wendy Choo. Ugh. Not really a match that intrigues me. Especially because I don't like Wendy Choo's gimmick. I like Karen Q, but I don't like the Wendy Choo gimmick. I hate that gimmick. But I'm sure Mandy Rose will retain. And then we got the tag team, the women's tag team titles on the line. As Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, the champs, will defend against Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Now, this is where I believe it's time for Katana Chance and Kaden Carter to become tag champs. They have been long overdue for a tag title run. They're one of the few legit women's tag teams in NXT and have been there for a long time. I think they're long overdue for a tag title run. And I think this is the time for them to collect. This is the time for them to collect. I'm just going to keep it real. This is the time for them to collect. So I expect that being a title change. So I'm picking Katana Chance and Kaden Carter to become new tag champs. We got the NXT tag titles on the line as Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson will defend against the Creed brothers, Brutus Creed and Julius Creed. The stipulation here is if the Creed brothers lose, they are kicked out of Diamond Mine. And you know something? I think this is where the Creed brothers win the tag titles. I really feel like they're due for a tag title run. I'm already not a fan of Pretty Deadly even coming into NXT and just up and winning the tag titles like that. So I'm hoping the Creed brothers can make it happen. Alright, we got singles match, NXT North American Championship on the line, as Cameron Grimes will defend the title against Carmelo Hayes. I'm picking Cameron Grimes to retain. I'm definitely picking him to retain. And then the main event for the NXT Championship, the champion Bron Breakker will defend against Joe Gacy. The stipulation here is if Bron Breakker gets disqualified, he will also lose the title, and Joe Gacy will get it by default. I'm really hoping that Bron Breakker retains. I just don't see the point of putting the title on Joe Gacy. I don't see the point of him being the one to dethrone him. I'm picking Bron Breakker to stay champion for a bit. Just for a little while longer. So, That's my pick for that. But I'm hoping In Your House will be a pretty good premium event. That I'm really hoping, really hoping. Anyway, now let's get to Stardom. So first and foremost, unfortunately, Thekla is going to be missing some action for a while due to injury. They didn't disclose what the injury is, but she's going to be missing shows from June 4th to the 25th. So, it sounds like it's like minor to medium level injury. So, thankfully, it looks like that'll be plenty of rest for her in preparation for the 5-Star Grand Prix, which is July 31st. So at least she'll be back way before time to do the 5-Star Grand Prix. So at least there's that. So not too big of an injury where she's got to miss any big critical events. So speedy recovery for the Toxic Spider Thekla. Now, let's look into the 5-Star Grand Prix for World Wonder Ring Stardom. So, 5-Star Grand Prix this year will be July 31st, and the finals will be on October 1st. So that's how long this tournament will run. Now, of course, remember last year, Shirley won the 5-Star Grand Prix and ended up going on to become Red Belt champion. Now, there's a couple of things going on with this. So, the competitors that have been announced for this tournament, like by default, are going to be in this tournament. And it's made up of Azumi, Julia, Hanan, Hazuki, Himeka, Koguma, Maika, Mayu Iwatani, Mina Shirakawa, Mirai, Momo Watanabe, Natsupoi, Risa Sera, Saki Kashima, Saya Kamitani, Starlight Kid, Suzu Suzuki, Shuri, Tam Nakano, Thekla, Unagi Sayaka, and Utami Hayashishita. Those names that I just announced are locked in for the 5-Star Grand Prix. They're already announced. They're locked in. Which this year's 5-Star Grand Prix is going to be one of the biggest and probably the most interesting. I mean, you know, we see new God's Eye members in there. Mirai especially. We see prominence represented. Suzu Suzuki and Risa Sera will both be in this tournament. Thekla will be in this tournament for the first time. But yeah, this is big, but we're not done. There's gonna be one unaffiliated special entrant into this tournament. She hasn't been announced yet, but hopefully we'll find out who it is soon. At one point I was thinking maybe possibly Kyrie, but then I had to rethink. You know, being how long this tournament is, I mean July 31st through October 1st, you know, and with this pretty much being Kyrie's last stint in Stardom, which I'm assuming, because word is she's on kind of like a part-time sort of contract, where I'm pretty sure she's only going to be working like pay-per-views or special shows. So it most likely won't be Kyrie. But I'm curious if they're gonna get somebody from like outside of Stardom, like if they're gonna get maybe Takumi Iroha, who was in last year's 5-star Grand Prix. Maybe they can get her again, or I don't know. I don't know if Konami is ready for a return, but maybe Konami, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be some sort of special name. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's a big, nice surprise. And then, as far as for the last three competitors, the last three competitors are going to be decided throughout the entire month of June in a 5-star Grand Prix qualifier league tournament. That's right. So, here's how this is going to work. There's going to be 9 participants in this 5-star Grand Prix qualifier. The participants are Saya Ida, Momo Kogo, Hina, Lady C, Miyu Amasaki, Ruoka, Rina, Mai Sakurai, Waka Tsukiyama, and Ami Sore. Those are your 9 competitors for this 5-star Grand Prix qualifier. So this qualifying tournament will take place from June 4th to June 28th. And this will be pretty much round robin style league match, kind of like what they've been doing with the Best of Super Juniors tournament. It's just in one block with all 9 competitors. And the way this works is the top 3 competitors that finish the highest with their scores, which of course is as usual. Winners of a match get 2 points, losers get 0 points, and in case of a draw, both competitors get 1 point. The top 3, the competitors that finish the top 3 qualify for the 5-star Grand Prix in July. So that qualifier starts tomorrow, and honestly, that's going to be interesting to see what 3 out of this bunch qualifies. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. But we got quite a bit to look forward to for Stardom. You got New Blood number 3. And I believe you got Stardom Mid-Champions. I think Stardom Mid-Champions, Mid-Summer Champions, is going to be happening. Or no. No, that's part of a series. I'm sorry. Because they just had Flashing Champions. And I think the next show they have is Fight to the Top, and then which might be after New Blood. That might be after New Blood. But still, like, we got a lot of Stardom to look forward to. And like I said, I'm very excited for this upcoming 5-star Grand Prix. You know, we got a while. It's not until the end of July, but I'm very curious to see how this qualifier is going to go, to see who the final 3 competitors will be, and who the mystery 4th competitor will be. But it's a lot to look forward to. But that's it for this video. Like I said, you know, didn't want it to be too long, but let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What do y'all think about the WWE upcoming pay-per-views? What do you think about the In Your House card? the Hell in a Cell card. Are y'all excited? Not so excited? Best of Super Juniors. Who wins the finals? El Desperado or Hiromu Takahashi? Who's your pick? And for Stardom, you excited about the upcoming 5-star Grand Prix? Who do you think's gonna be the top 3 qualifiers? And also, who do you think will be the special mystery guest for the 5-star Grand Prix? Like I said, this tournament looks even bigger than last year. And like I said, Shuri won it last year. So I'm very curious to see who wins it this year, especially knowing that we got some new faces in there. Prominence is making a splash in this tournament. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. For another Pro Wrestling Talk video, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all soon. Peace out.